Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and this is part 2 of the Kickstarter Skull Tales First Edition, brought to you by Radical Games and 4 Moon Studios. Now, when I did the unboxing earlier, which will be the previous video before this one, I stopped the camera because I thought everything that I showed you was included in the box. Well, I pulled off another ream of cardboard, and lo and behold, there was even more stuff to be unboxed. So we're going to consider this part 2 of Skull Tales, the core box set and a couple of the add-on extras for the first Kickstarter of this game. Okay, again, brought to you by Radical Games and 4 Moon Studios. So set up on the table already is everything that was included in the core box set, which include the rule book, the two adventure books, all the cards, all the figures in the back here. For add-on extras, we also had the scorecard to keep for each of our adventurers. You had some punch-out book there. We had large-sized boards. We have our small mini boards as well, tiles for the game. And we had all these figures up top here and all the ones down here and back there. Those are all included for the core box set. Then we also, over here, if I bring this back just a little bit more, over here we had some add-ons, 2 additional characters, the 2 additional miniatures, and some of the extra cards, including her spell cards, and some additional weapon cards, and even some blank cards where you can create your own thing, which is really cool. So adding on to this, we have some additional creatures and characters that are here. So we found the ones. I kept saying that we had additional ones that I couldn't find. So here they are. Some more of these hydras. So we got 2 more of those. So sometimes when you back another one of the large crab creatures, and a couple more of these guys, which I'm not sure what they, again, the problem with this was some of them were harder to see because of all the background focusing in. Okay. So there we go with those. And we have some additional, of course, we had cool baggies for all the miniatures. Now, again, this Kickstarter here, which is I've always found interesting, is that it did not come with any extra boxes. Everything was included in one box. So some of the miniatures, as I'll show you right here, are bendy because they were laying down. So we also got some additional skeletons. So we put those guys down here with these guys. I got the skeletons over here. Again, we have a couple of extra voodoo people. Come on now. I'm getting focused there. Having a real hard time focusing here. So I apologize, guys, for that. There he is. Again, of the mini guys here. 2 more of those. So those guys, these are the little imps that they had. They may not be called an imp, but they look like imps to me. And then we had some more. So again, if you haven't backed the Kickstarter before, sometimes what they'll do, they'll throw in additional character figures so that you can, you know, just have some additional ones that for the expansions or for whatever else you may have, they'll have some additional guys. So you have your captain, basically, not your captain, but this is your guard, your commander of the guard. Come on, pop into place there, man. There he goes, right there. Boom, boom. Again, these are like 20 millimeter. So you got 2 of them. You got another one, the regular guards. You got another one of him, so put him back there with them. Another archer. Again, unfortunately, they were not kept in plastic containers, so they did bend over, as you can tell. So they do have a bend because they were crushed in the box. So you get 2 more of those guys. So again, you got to do a lot of soaking in hot water, and they should bend back to where they were. Ah, very, very cool. I was wondering about that. So we have ships now for the water. That's really cool add-on. Now that's really, really cool, having a ship. Instead of having a token for it, now you got, you know, a regular punch-out token. You now have a ship. That's really cool. That's really good looking. You got the whale. It's awesome. Looks like you got an octopus. A whirlpool. Very cool. And all the different types of ships that you can have. Very cool. And of course, we already have, which I showed you in the previous video, it's there's a sheet that they have that gives you all the information that you need about all these different ships that you'll be encountering in your travels. That's very, very cool as well. Very, very cool. Looks like you got a bag here to keep all your stuff in. It says, oh, it's like a Skulltails backpack. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's a cool little add-on. Put that back there. Just going to back up a little because it's getting a little crowded on that table. A lot of stuff in here. All right. Looks like you have a real metal coin in here, which is really cool. And that's the thing I was looking for also. As soon as I got done recording the part 1 of this video, I was like, you know, I didn't see any dice in here. Why isn't there any dice in here? Well, I'm not going to show you dice, but that's a really cool looking coin. That's a real heavy duty metal coin, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. So put that down there. And of course you have your gelatinous cubes, and they look like they're white, green, and red, obviously. I'll try to grab you one of each so you can just see what those look like. So obviously these are tracking cubes for something. There they are right there. You get a baggie full of them. So if you didn't have enough of those to begin with, well, here are your dice. All right, got some dice in here, so that's cool. Looks like there's something else in there too. Ah, very, very good. All right, so we have some markers for our player boards. Very cool. You need those. Very, very, very cool. Glad we have those that can keep track of your wounds and stuff like that. That's very cool as well. And you get your set of 6-sided dice. You get you got 5 black ones and 3 red ones. So there you go. Nice. They're actually very thick and nice dice. Very well done. Okay, we're gonna back this up just a little bit more. Oh, you get a couple more. So you get 5 and 5. 5 red and 5 black dice. That's cool as well. And some more add-on, some additional things in here as well. So the dice would be part of the regular core box set that you need to have. These cubes would be part of the regular box set. The coin itself would be an add-on. The clips may or may not be an add-on. Not quite sure, but I'm gonna put that coin right there because that is one of the highlights of this. So you get some additional gold, silver, and bronze coins. We already had a bag that we showed you in the earlier video, so I can show you these again real quick. They are of nice, thick plastic. They are high quality. That's one thing I can tell you. These are really, really nice coins. So there you go. You got a gold. So I'm guessing I'm going to say gold, silver, and bronze. Those are cool. So you get an extra bag of those. So you get 2 bags of those. Instead of getting a skull, you get a dice holder. Nice pirate theme on it. Very, very cool. Nice cloth pouch. That's cool. You can keep your dice in there. That's very cool. And you get one more baggie of gelatinous tokens, which we just showed you here. So you get just a second bag of that. So my apologies my apologies to everyone for cutting the video a little bit short the last time, but this is your addendum to that video. So again, once again, you have your core box set that's included here, but you also have your additional Kickstarter add-ons, including the extra bag of gelatinous cubes, your extra add-ons for extra ships, and for your extra bag of coins. You get your dice bag. You get also the extra 2 characters. You have the witch and you have the freedman, the figures that go along with them, and the decks of cards, her spell cards, and some additional, sea cards, and for your weapon cards, and your loot cards, and of course your island cards as well. The dice are included, obviously, in the original core box set. You also get the extra set of tiles, which is also part of the add-on, the Kickstarter add-on, and the exclusive backpack, which they have back there, the Skulltails backpack, which is all in the back there. And of course, you get all these fantastic bags to keep all your goodies in. Again, if I had any critique, it would be simply that it didn't offer any type of plastic holders for the figures, which led to some of those figures being bent up. But again, throw them in the warm water and they should bend up back to normal, as what they normally do. Anyway, now finally I can actually say this is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of the Kickstarter, first edition Kickstarter of Skulltails, and the additional add-ons as well. So as always, thank you so much for joining us for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. Again, this game was brought to you by the Radical Games and 4 Moon Studio. This game is for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 plus, and it takes about 2 hours or 120 minutes to complete. For more information about Skulltails, you can go to radicalgames.com. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, you can always give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. You can also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.